Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to solve the forest machine of Hack the Box. Recently, HTB did something new. They let all users try out 10 retired machines. So this is a chance for people to practice hacking and get better at it. So without further ado, let's start our machine. But before that, let me connect to the VPN of Hack the Box. So we'll click on connect to HTB. We'll download the VPN file. Okay, download VPN. Save. Okay, so here is our file. Let me become root. Dark shadow. Okay, so initialization sequence completed. That's great. Let me create a new tab and let's join the machine. We'll also look into the guided mode and we'll solve some of the questions. So our first question is, for which domain is this machine a domain controller? So let's see the hint. Okay, running Nmap with the okay, understand. So let me copy the IP address and first let's ping this. Okay, we are receiving the response. I'm switching to the root account. Okay. Nmap SV SC switch. So let's scan our IP address. It will take some time, so let's wait. Okay, so our Nmap scan is completed. Let's see the port. Okay, so port 53, the DNS is running. We also have port 88, the Kerberos Microsoft Windows Kerberos is running. Okay, 389, we have LDAP, Microsoft Windows Active Directory. Okay, Windows RPC is also running. Great. Okay, so domain name is htb.local and the forest name is htb.local. As we can see, the machine seems to be a domain controller for HTB local. So at this stage, we have two interesting ports. The first one is LDAP and the second one is SMB. So let's try to enumerate more. I'm going to use two enumeration tools for this particular video. Let me first clear the screen. Okay. So the first tool that I'm going to use is enum for Linux. Enum for Linux. It is pre-installed in Kali Linux and we have to provide the IP address. So let me copy the IP address and paste it here. So basically it's a Linux tool that is commonly used for network enumeration and information gathering on Windows based system, and it's specifically designed to extract various type of information from a Windows system using SMB protocol, that is server message block. And let's wait. It will give us the list of users. So these are the usernames we have: administrator, guest, KRBTGT, default account, Sebastian. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this name right. We also have Lucinda. We also have SVC Alfresco, Andy, Mark, Santi, and these two users. Okay, so this is the first tool. With the help of this tool, we can find the username, and it is also giving us the group names. Okay, backup operator, network configuration operator. Okay, now we also have this tool called rpcclient. So let me write rpcclient -u -n and will provide the IP address. Now we are in the RPC client prompt. Here you have to write enum DOM users and it will give you the list. Okay, the same list but in a very clean manner. You can also write enum DOM groups and it will list all the groups, as you guys can see here. Okay, so with the help of RPC client, you can interact with Windows systems and perform tasks like querying information from remote Windows servers and managing users account, testing the functionality of the network services and more. So if you want to query the group, let's say this one, let me copy it. So we can also do that. We have to write query group and provide the ID. So this is a group name, that is domain admins, and description is designated administrators of the domain. Number of members, 1 member. Okay, now what I will do, I will copy these usernames, okay, in a file. So I have copied these username in my username file. Okay, as you guys can see here. Now we have the list of usernames, but we don't have their password, right? What we can do now, we can use a tool called GetNPUsers from Impacket to pretend to ask for permission to log in using a made-up request. And this made-up request is handled by the special system called Key Distribution Center, that is KDC, that will reply with a special tickets or TGT that's logged with the user's password. So if we get this ticket, we can run it through a tool that tries many passwords really quickly. So for that matter, you have to install the Impacket tool, and you can install that tool from GitHub. You have to search Impacket and click on this first link. You have to install this tool first. We'll put the link in the description box so you guys can easily download this particular tool. If you scroll down, you can see the description of this tool, that it's a collection of Python classes for working with network protocols. Impacket is focused on providing low-level programmatic access to the packet and for more protocols like SMB. Okay, I have this tool, that is Impacket. Let's go inside the Impacket directory and you have to go to the examples directory. Okay, cd examples, and we have to write ls, and you guys can see this GetNPUsers file is there. So we'll use GetNPUsers.py and we have to provide the htb.local. It's a domain controller -users file, and we'll provide this users.txt, the same username that we have in our username file. I've just copied that, and the output file will be hashfile.txt dc domain controller -ip, and we have to write the IP address 61. So now we have got the hash of this svc alfresco user, and that is stored in our hash file. Let me get it, hash file.txt. so this is our hash. So with the password cracking tools such as hashcat and John the Ripper, we can crack this hash. Okay, so I will use, okay, let me clear the screen. I will use John word list equal to usr share word list, and we will use the rocku.txt file, provide our hash file.txt. okay, and let's hit enter. Now let's wait. Okay, so this is the password of this svc alfresco user. Great. So let me copy this. I have opened so many files for taking notes. Copy it, username and the password, right? Great. So we can access the Windows system with these credentials obtained with the interactive connection through the evil-winrm. So we can check the privileges of our user and read the flag of the user.txt. So evil-winrm is pre-installed in Kali Linux. Okay, you have to provide I is for IP address, U is for username, P is for password. Okay, so let me hit enter. So basically this tool leverage the Windows remote management, that is WinRM protocol, to provide a simple and convenient way to interact with Windows machines remotely. It is similar to the way that secure shell, that is SSH, is used for Unix-like system. So we have got the shell. Let's write dir to list the directory. Okay, we don't have any file in the document. Let's go back to the home directory of this alfresco user. Let me clear the screen first. Let's write ls, and we have this desktop document downloads favorite. Okay, now we can use the desktop. We can go to desktop. The autocomplete will not work, huh? You cannot use the tab in this shell environment. Okay, let's write ls, and we have got this user.txt. let me get it. Okay, it is a Windows system, right? So we have to use the type command user.txt, and this is our flag, the user flag. Let me copy it and let's submit it. Let me close these tabs. Okay, for which domain is this machine a domain controller? It is htb.local, right? Let's submit it. Which of the following service allow for anonymous authentication and can provide us with the valuable information? That is LDAP. Next one is which user has Kerberos pre-authentication disabled? So this is svc alfresco. Submitted. Okay, now what is the password of this svc alfresco user? That is service. Let me copy and paste the password here. And to what port can we connect with these creds to get an interactive shell? Okay, so we have used this WinRM 5985 is the port number. of WinRM and submit the user flag. Let me copy the flag. Paste it here, submit it. Great. Submit the difficulty, not too easy. Submit rating. So the task 7 is which group has write DACL permission over the htb.local domain. Give the group name without the htb local. Let me see the hint. Once you have the shell access to the machine, you can upload in and use a BloodHound digester. So basically we have to use the BloodHound. It is an open source tool and it is primarily used for Active Directory domain reconnaissance and analysis. So let me quickly show you the GitHub link of BloodHound, HOUND, GitHub. Okay, so this is the first link. We'll put the link in the description box. Oh yeah, this is this one, BloodHound AD, BloodHound. Okay. Basically, it helps security professionals to understand and visualize the permissions and relationships within an AD environment or Active Directory environment, and it focuses on identifying potential security risk and misconfiguration within an AD domain. So it will give us the visualization. Okay, it's a great tool. So you guys can copy this link and let me open a new tab. I already have this tool and it's in my home directory. Let me show you. Here it is. You just have to clone this, get clone, and provide the git link. Okay, and after that you will see this particular folder, that is BloodHound. And if you go inside this folder BloodHound, you will see this collector folder. You can write cd, go to the collectors directory, and you can list. So we have to upload this SharpHound.exe to our victim machine. Okay, and for that matter we will use first of all I'll copy this SharpHound.exe to my home directory. I have already copied it, as you guys can see here, SharpHound.exe, same file I've copied. Now I can start my HTTP server. Okay, and we need to have our inet address. Okay, fconfig, and this is my inet address. Let me copy it, and we're gonna use the following command. I have provided my inet address here. Okay, and let me copy this command and let's paste it here. So it run. Download this file, that is SharpHound.exe. So let's write ls to see the content of the file, and the SharpHound.exe is there. Let's run this file, SharpHound.exe. Okay, let's wait. It will take maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, happy graphing. So the SharpHound enumeration completed at 124. Okay, let me clear the screen and let's write ls. And we have got the zip file. Okay, and we have to download the zip file from our victim machine to our attacker machine. Okay, and for that we will use the impacket-smb folder, and this SharpHound.exe status was 200 because we have successfully downloaded that. Let me close this. Now I have to start my impacket-smb server folder in the home directory and smb2 support. Okay, let me hit enter. Okay, so our SMB server is started. Now we have to go back to our shell and I have to copy this, right? I have to copy this zip file. So what I will write copy, and let's copy this zip file and we'll write our inet address. In my case, my inet address is 10.10.14.113 folder, and I just want to rename it bh.zip, that is BloodHound. Okay, let's hit enter. Connecting to share, connecting share to folder. Okay, disconnecting share, and let me close this. Okay, we'll write ls, and as you guys can see we have got our bh.zip. Now we need to start up our neo4j database. We'll write neo4j console. So basically neo4j is a database for BloodHound, and we'll also run BloodHound here in our next tab, and we have to write BloodHound. Okay, okay, now what I have to do, click on this database info, clear session, and I'm clearing the database because I've already solved this lab, right? And refresh the status. Okay, now it's a clean environment. So we have to upload our bh.zip file, okay, in BloodHound. So here we have an option to upload data. Click on that. Home, and we have got our bh.zip file. Open it and upload in progress. Okay, it is unzipping the file, so let's wait. And as you guys can see, the upload is completed. Now we can click on this analysis and you will see different analytical queries here, like for Kerberos interaction, shortest path. So we have to select this query, that is shortest path to high level targets, and htb.local, we have to click on that, and it will give you the visualization of this AD. Okay, now we have this alfresco user. You guys can zoom it as well. So this alfresco is the member of service account group, okay, and it is also a member of privileged IT account and also a member of the account operators. We can also enumerate this user on the domain. What we have to do, okay, you have to write the net user domain and it will give you this information: Santi, Mark, Celestine, Lucinda, Andy, administrator, guest. Okay, I can also enumerate this user, that is SVC Alfresco. Okay, and as you guys can see, the global group membership, domain users, and the service account, right? Okay, here we can see that as well. This Alfresco user is a member of the service account as well as the privileged IT account and the account operators. Okay, and let's see the permission of these groups. So this account operator has a generic permission on the Exchange Windows permission group. As you guys can see here, we have the Exchange Windows permission, and if we click on this generic all, right click on it, and you will see the help. So the member of the group account operator have generic all privileges to the group Exchange Windows permission. Okay, this is also known as a full control. So this privilege allows the trustee to manipulate the target object however they wish. Okay, that is cool. We have this Windows abuse and Linux abuse tab as well. Let me close this, and this Exchange Windows permission group has this write DACL permission on the domain htb.local. Okay, so let me right click on this write DACL and click on help, and this permission allows member to modify the discretionary access control list on the domain, and we will abuse this to grant ourselves desync privileges. Okay, so if we create a user and add it to this Exchange Windows permission group, we could give him or her access like DCSync access rights and dump domain controllers password hashes. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Okay, first let me create a user. We'll use net user option. We'll provide the password as dark shadow 14. We'll add it to our domain. Okay, let's hit enter. The command completed successfully. Great. Now we have to add this user in our Exchange Windows permission group. Net group Exchange Windows permissions, add user option. Okay, the command completed successfully, and if I write net user option, and you guys can see it's a member of the Exchange Windows permission group. That's cool. Now we have to give the DCSync privileges to this user, and we will use the power view for this, and you guys can locate the power view by using the locate command. Okay, and we have to use the second one, that is in the USR share Windows resource directory, that is powersploit. So we have to send this power view to our victim machine. Here we have to download. We don't have that. You have to copy this file in our home directory. Here you guys can see the power view. I've already copied this file. So let's start our HTTP server and we'll download this file. Okay, let's hit enter. Okay, now this command is successful. Let me write dir, and here we go. We have our powerview.ps1 file. Great. Now let me clear the screen, and we have to provide the desync privileges to our Afshan user, right? So we will copy this command and paste it here. darkshadow14 is our password. Okay, now we are creating the new object. Let's paste it here. Now we are providing the desync privileges to our Afshan user. Add object ACL is the method. Okay, now the Afshan user have the desync permission, so we should be able to dump user hashes from the domain controller. So we will use the impacket-secretsdumps. It is a part of the impacket suite to dump the administrator password. Okay, so we will use this command, that is impacket-secretsdump. So we'll get the hash of the administrator password. Okay, so let's hit enter. Password 4. darkshadow14 is our password. So we got the administrator hash, but if you want to get the password hash for all the user, you guys can write impacket. Okay, don't have to provide this. htp.local afshan and darkshadow. Okay, we'll provide the password. Okay, darkshadow14. Okay, we are getting the hashes. That's great. This is for the KRBTGT, that is Kerberos, and the administrator hash mark SVCL Frisco. Great. Here is our administrator hash, and we are more interested in that. Now we can use the psexec script to perform a pass the hash attack with the administrator hash. So let's hit enter. And now we will get a shell. Great. Who am I? Authority system. Okay. dir. We have performance log program files. Let's go to the users directory. dir. Let's go to the administrator, hit dir. Okay, so we have this desktop document contact. Now we have to go to the desktop directory, hit dir. Let's cat our root. Okay, sorry, it should be type. root.txt, and here is our flag. So let me copy it. Okay, we are in the guided mode. Let me first submit the flag and we'll see the guided mode. Okay, I should refresh it. Okay, paste the root flag. Now it should accept. Great. Difficulty, I would say, okay, not too easy, because you have to research a lot. You have to download different tools. Okay, let's see the guided mode. So which group has the right DCL permission over the HTTP local domain? Give the group name without the HTTP local. Okay, so we already know the Exchange Windows group has this permission, DCL. Next question is, the user SVCL Fresco is a member of a group that allowed them to add themselves to the Exchange Windows permission group. Which group is that? And we know that is a account operator group, right? It should be operator. Okay, make sure you write the S, huh? It is permissions, not permission. Account operators. Let's submit it. And which of the following attack you can perform to elevate your privileges with a user that has right DCL on domain? Pass the hash, pass the ticket, DCSync. DCSync. We have performed the DCSync attack. That's great. We have successfully solved the forest machine of Hack the Box. That's great. So basically it's a great learning experience for me. I have learned a lot, like different tools like BloodHound, impacket tools, how to use different script, different exploit. It's a great machine, by the way. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it. If you did, then please share this video with your friends and your colleagues who are preparing for OSCP exam. And make sure that you guys are subscribing to my YouTube channel. We'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care and keep learning. Bye-bye.